Let me give you an example of what I'm talking about. I'll give you the man Moses that was in Pharaoh's house, right? And that knew that his people was out there as slaves in the land of Egypt. And he knew that he was one of those people. Everybody got that, right? So he chose to do what? Suffer what? He chose to go through what God said they supposed to go through. Didn't God tell Abraham that thy seeds will be a stranger in a land that was not theirs? And the stranger should afflict them? Did he tell him that? Did he tell him that? So Moses chose to do what God said to do rather than take the better way out and live the good life, the easy way. Do everybody understand that? A lot of times we see that. God say do this and you do that. We're going to show you that ain't cool with God. You're going to find that out. So this is what the children of Israel was doing. They were rebelling against God. Read on.
Verse 3.
Come on.
The ox know of his owner.
The ox know of his owner. Read on.
And the ass his master's crib.
Yeah, these dumb animals, these animals know who is in charge. They ain't going to question the master. Do everybody understand that? These animals are dumb, but they smart enough to know who's in charge. Everybody understand that? They smart enough to know who land to stay on. Everybody understand that? They smart enough to know who's feeding them. Everybody understand that? A dumb animal know that. Dumb animal know what? If you bite the hand that feeds you, eventually what's going to happen? What's going to happen? Because every time you try to feed it, it ain't that you're incompassionate, but every time you try to feed an animal, you get bit. The animal's rebellious. So you're going to have to starve. Everybody understand that? So you learn this lesson. Everybody got that? Read on.
But Israel.
What?
But Israel.
So again, we know it's talking about the nation of Israel. Read on.
Doeth not know.
Read on.
My people.
What did the Lord say?
My people.
Who is he talking about?
My people.
Read on.
Doeth not consider.
Yeah, they don't even consider who is your owner. Who is your master? A lot of times we don't like that word, master, because you got a slave mentality. You don't like that. Master. I like to call Jesus my Lord. I don't know about master. Christ said, you call me Lord and master. And he said, you say, well, because I am your Lord and your master. Everybody got that, right? Who's your master? Who's your master? Who's your master? Who's your master? Jesus Christ. Everybody got that? Israel don't even consider who their master is. Who's the one that's in charge? Who you supposed to be following? Who you supposed to be listening to? Who you supposed to be allowing to guide you? Who you supposed to be who you supposed to be trusting in? Who you supposed to be following? Yeah, Jesus Christ, bottom line, your master. Your master. Everybody understand that? Read on.
Verse 4. Ah, sinful nation.
What did the Lord say about the nation of Israel?
Ah, sinful nation.
Read on.
A people laden with iniquity.
Yeah, people that's laden with iniquity, covered with it. They wear iniquity like clothes. The Lord said they drink it like water, bro. You got to drink water to stay alive. You know that, right? You don't drink no water, bro. You wake up thirsty. Everybody got that? Read on.
A seed of evildoers.
A seed of evildoers. Read on.
Children that are corrupted.
Read on.
They have forsaken the Lord.
They have done what?
Forsaken the Lord.
That means I don't want to do it this way. I'm going to do it my way. God, I heard what you said, but that ain't working right now. It's just ain't convenient. I got to do what I got to do. You got that? Everybody got that, right? People just want to do what they want to do. Not what God tell them to do. Read on.
They have provoked the Holy One of Israel unto anger.
Read on.
They are gone away backward.
Read on.
Why should you be stricken anymore?
Yeah, why should I punish you anymore? Read on.
You will revolt more and more.
You're going from captivity to captivity. While you're in the captivity, you sitting in the captivity, you're going into another captivity. Read on.
The whole head is sick.
Yeah, the whole head is sick. The whole nation, the princesses, the kings, the prophets, the priests, everybody was sick. Read on.
And the whole heart faint.
And the whole heart faileth. Read on.
From the sole of the foot.
Come on.
Even unto the head.
The whole body. Read on.
There's no soundness in it.
Yeah, there's no wisdom in it to follow God, to do what's right, to be wise. Read on.
But wounds and bruises and putrefying sores.
Read on.
They have not been closed.
Read on.
Neither bound up, neither mollified with ointment.
Okay, so now we know that the children of Israel has been negative. Everybody got that, right? That's the point, right? Everybody got that, right? And it got to the point, verse 15. Read that, verse 15.
And when you will spread forth your hands,
read on.
I will hide mine eyes from you.
Read on.
Yea, when you make many prayers.
When you spread forth your hands, what are you doing, everybody? What are you doing, everybody? So the Lord said, what? Read it again from the top.
And when you spread forth your hands,
Read on.
I will hide my eyes from you.
So a lot of people ain't been getting their prayers answered. They trying to figure out why. Christ said, you ask and receive not. The word is there. The answer is there. You know, write me an email. Ain't it there? You ask and you receive not because you ask amiss. Period. It's there. Is your heart totally with God? Because if your heart ain't totally with God, then it's up to God. You ain't all the way with him, so why should he be all the way with you? I've been begging, I've been praying, I've been begging, I've been fasting. But it's your heart totally with God. The Lord said, "There's people sure know how to honor me with their mouth, but their heart is far from me." Is your heart totally with God? Everybody understand that? Everybody get what I'm saying? Let me show you guys an example. Actually, I'm gonna get to that example. I don't want to move on. Let's stay here because we want to prove another point. Read on.
Middle of 15.
Come on.
Yea, when ye make many prayers, I will not hear.
Read on.
Your hands are full of blood.
Read on.
Wash you.
Read it one more time.
Wash you.
Read it again.
Wash you.
Read it one more time.
Wash you.
Read it again.
Wash you.
Read it one more time.
Wash you.
Read it again.
Wash you.
Literally, if somebody is a murderer and they done created a crime scene and they got the splatter all over their hands and all over their clothes, what's the first thing that they're going to go try to do? What's the first thing they're going to go try to do? They're going to try to clean up. They don't want nobody to know they're a murderer. They ain't going to walk around with blood on their hands. People going to look at them like, oh, that's a murderer. This came from a crime scene. Right? So they're going to try to wash that up. Get rid of the evidence. Everybody got that, right? So this is what John was telling them. Wash off the dirt. But it was figuratively speaking about washing off the dirt, not physically speaking about washing off the dirt. Everybody understand that? If you was baptized and that was able to cleanse you from sins, then why are you still washing up? I mean, you still washing up, and you better raise your hand. See, brother, but it's different. I was baptized in some holy water. Yeah. Why? Because it was in the jacuzzi in the Baptist church, brother. What made it holy? It had 5 jets, you know. What made it holy? If you were really clean, then you would never have to wash again. Christ gave an example about water, did he not? In Luke chapter 4, St. John chapter 4. Let's go look at that. St. John chapter 4. And we're gonna start at verse 9. St. John chapter 4, verse 9. Read that for me, please.
Then saith the woman of Samaria unto him,
Read on.
How is it that thou, being a Jew, askest drink of me, which am a woman of Samaria?
So he asked her for a cup of water. Everybody got that? Everybody got that, right? Give me the first verse. Let's get through this real quick. St. John chapter 1, chapter 9, chapter 4, verse 1. Read that, please.
When therefore the Lord knew how the Pharisees had heard that Jesus made and baptized more disciples than John.
Then Jesus made and baptized more disciples than John. Read on.
Though Jesus himself baptized not.
Though Jesus himself did what?
Baptized not.
Read on.
But his disciples.
But his disciples. Everybody got that, right? Okay, which means that he had a lot of fruit coming in. And they figured that everybody that was coming in was baptized like Christ baptized John. Everybody understand that? Or like John baptized Christ, and like John baptized the rest of his disciples. Everybody got that, right? He got more people following him than John had following him. And John had a lot of people following him. Everybody understand that? But Jesus Christ, he only baptized the 12. That's it. Everybody got that? He only baptized his disciples. Everybody got that, right? And then after he baptized, let's just show you baptism, you know, it's just symbolic, the baptism of water. Because after he baptized all 12 of them, he came back and said, what? Now you are clean. Not because I washed you up. Right? Because he came back and tried to wash their feet. Right? So it had nothing to do with that physical water. But this is the part. He baptized 12 disciples. Then he came back and said, not now you are clean, but not you all. One of them wasn't clean, even though he was baptized. We know who that was, right? Yeah, he was in the water, confessed this thing. I got a problem with the bag.